So now that we've completed the mental health section of our interview, I'd like to focus on the drug and alcohol portion of it. This helps us get a better understanding and rule out any additional concerns.
I don't have any problem with drugs or drinking. Not much to talk about.
Okay, I understand, then this really shouldn't take too long. We just need to complete this section. So how would you describe your drinking patterns?
I'm a social drinker.
So a social drinker can mean different things to different people. To get a better picture, can you let me know how often you drink?
A few drinks a few times a week. As I said, just socially.
So what would that look like during a typical week? If you could break that down for me?
It depends. Some nights I have just 3 beers, sometimes more. That's not really drinking. Other nights I could have 6 drinks or more. Sometimes when I'm out with friends, we'll have more. Hard to say.
Okay, let me know if this is correct. Some nights you drink more than others. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay, let's start with this. What is your drink of choice? What do you prefer?
usually beer.
Okay, and will you drink something every night from, from a certain amount of beers? Like how many beers a night usually?
Mm, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. I
Okay,
guess you could say that.
all right. So if we average it out, about how many days of the week do you at least have one drink?
I have a little something probably every day. Sometimes just a couple of drinks.
Okay. And let's just say is Sunday through Thursday, how many drinks would you say you have each night? If you could break that down for me.
Okay, last week I had 3 drinks, sometimes more during each night.
Okay.
Over the weekends I would have more.
So Sunday through Thursday, you had at least 3 drinks or more. What would be the most you would drink during one of those nights?
Probably 6 beers.
Okay, Sunday through Thursday, minimum of 3, maximum of around 6.
Sounds right.
Okay, how about the weekends?
I'd probably drink more than that, maybe around 8. I don't drink it all at once.
Okay, so on a Friday night and Saturday, you would have anywhere from 3 or 4 drinks to 8 drinks. Is that about right?
Sounds right. I really don't count them, but I guess that's right.
Do you drink other beers besides, excuse me, do you drink other drinks besides beer?
Mostly beer, sometimes rum and coke.
All right. Would this be included in your typical week of drinking? When we say average, were these included in the average?
No, not really.
Okay. So at home, when you pour drinks, how much of the drink is rum and how much is Coke?
Probably about half, maybe a little more of rum. I really don't measure it.
Okay. About how big would you say the glass would be? About how big would you say the glass would be?
Regular cup, I think about 8 ounces.
All right, so if we kind of do our math here, somewhere around 3 to 4 ounces of rum each drink. So that's probably anywhere from, 2 to 3 shots, correct?
I guess.
Okay. So the last part of the section, do you drink rum during the week or is it just the weekends?
No, just the weekends.
Okay, and that would be again, would those be included in the 4 to 8 drinks we talked about over the weekend?
No, maybe 4 to 8 beers and a couple of rum and cokes.
Okay. So when you drink, typically, how long does it take you to drink that amount? For example, on a weekday, when do you start and when do you start? Excuse me. When do you start drinking? When do you stop?
I'll start around 5:30 right after work, maybe grab a drink or two on the way home, and I'll stop around maybe 9 p.m.
Okay. And how about weekends?
Usually have a couple in the afternoon. Most of the time I start drinking around 7 p.m. and keep going till around 1 a.m.
Okay, and how many drinks would you say you have between, let's say, 7 p.m. and 1 a.m.?
Um, that's probably my most. I'll have my rum and cokes and then maybe 4 or 5 beers.
Okay. And the following information I use as well in the later part of the evaluation when I give you your feedback. But how much do you weigh?
160 pounds.
Okay. And where do you drink? I mean, when you go out to drink, where do you drink?
At a bar?
Okay. Is there someone who does the driving on those nights?
No, I drive myself. I slow down a bit when it gets later. No problems with driving and drinking. I really, really focus on my way home.
Okay. Now we're going to move away from this part of the interview, and I have a few more questions here. Has anyone ever complained about your drinking? Felt you drank too much?
My parents used to hassle me when I lived at home. Now my girlfriend complains sometimes. She just does not like my friends and loves complaining. Sometimes I drink just to get away from her nagging.
Have you ever been arrested? Any legal problems related to your drinking?
One DUI. I was barely over the limit. I was driving okay. That was over 2 years ago.
What benefits do you get from your drinking? I mean, why do you drink?
To relax. Sometimes I get anxious. It helps me unwind. Also, it's fun. Everyone does it. It's a good time.
Has your drinking ever caused problems in your life? Lost jobs, friends, any conflicts?
I don't know. One time it could have been a problem. My boss was always complaining. A few times I came in hungover and made some mistakes. I drive a forklift and got in an accident. They gave me a breathalyzer. I had some alcohol in me from the night before. I guess I could hold my liquor. My drinking has nothing to do with the accident. They wanted me to go through some program, and I didn't want the hassle, so I found another job.
Ever gone through any kind of therapy or treatment? Any history of that?
For the DUI, I had to go to a class. Also for work, they wanted me to go to like therapy or something, but I did not want to go. I didn't. So I got another job.
Okay. For the DUI, do you remember what level you were assessed when they evaluated you?
The middle one, not sure. The guy evaluating me just wanted my money.
So the level would probably have been a level 2, it sounds like. Maybe about 20 hours of class and an education class in addition to that.
Yeah, sounds right. The evaluator just wanted more money, so that was a ripoff.
Have you ever tried stop drinking for a period of time?
Yeah, a few years back,
Why'd you stop?
just needed to slow down for a while. I stopped for 2 weeks just to show I could do it, and you know what? I did. No problem. That tells you I can handle my alcohol.
Why did you go back to drinking?
Why wouldn't I? It was just to see if I could do it, and I did. I really enjoy drinking.
When you did stop, how difficult was it for you?
Not too bad. I got a little sick.
What do you mean by sick?
The sweats, nauseous, a little shaky, but it only lasted a few days.
Aside from the time that you mentioned when you stopped drinking for 2 weeks, what's the longest you've gone without drinking?
That was it.
Okay. We're almost done here, and I really appreciate your patience. Do you believe you have a problem with alcohol?
I don't think so. I've stopped before. Also, the way I drink is nothing compared to my friends. They also have gotten into way more trouble with drinking than me.
Okay. Jim, I appreciate all the information and time.